All right, YouTube, your favorite chef, Chef G, back in the kitchen. We're making chicken, bacon ranch, gnocchi casserole, along with strawberry cream cheese Dutch baby. So the strawberry cream cheese Dutch baby are going to be covered in macerated strawberries that have been chopped up, sprinkled with a little bit of sugar, let them sit for a few minutes. And the cream cheese is a cream cheese spread that is made from cream cheese and a little heavy cream, vanilla, and powdered sugar. So let's get started on this Dutch baby. So what you're going to need, 3/4 cups of flour, all purpose. I have 3 eggs, tablespoon of sugar, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, and some butter. And this is 3 tablespoons. And I have some milk in which I'm going to heat up in the microwave just to get it lukewarm. So give me a minute to do that, and I'll be right back. All right, you'll see my students walking through every now and again because I am live in class. This is what we're making in class today. So I have a saute pan, nonstick, preferably, a bowl in which I'm going to mix. That looks good, Josh. Thank you. Welcome. I have a sifter in which I'm going to sift my flour so I have no lumps. It's better for a nice smooth batter. Okay. Hopefully you guys can hear me through this mask. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my saute pan and my butter, and I'm going to heat my butter up on top of the stove. You can do this in the oven if you like. I'm just going to start on top of the stove, and then I'm going to finish it in the oven at 400 degrees for about 15 to 20 minutes. All right. So my milk is coming. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and add my eggs. Get you guys down in here into my bowl. 3 eggs. Get those started whisking. You want to make sure your milk is nice and warm, so they're like a little scalded. I'm just going to show you guys my strawberries that are diced up by one of my students with a little bit of sugar. This is called macerating strawberries. We'll just let them sit to the side until we're ready for them. All right, so I've mixed my eggs, and I'm going to gradually add in my milk, just so my eggs don't cook. This is 3/4 cups of milk that has been heated up. I'm going to whisk this until it's a nice, opaque, light yellow. You can do this in a blender as well. It just works a little bit faster when you do it in a blender. Perfect. We have all our milk in. And make sure eggs are not gloopy. Runs down nicely. That means it's very well incorporated with the milk. Okay. You guys can see that. So what we're going to start doing now is we're going to start shaking in our, sifting in our all-purpose flour, and along with a pinch of salt. So I'm going to add a pinch of salt to my flour, and then we're going to sift it all together. And like I said, this sifting makes for a nice fluffy pancake or Dutch baby, which is a German pancake that is baked in the oven. So when you use a sifter, you have no lumps. All right, I got about half of that in there, so I'm going to start mixing. So incorporate that flour and egg mixture. This is going to be very thin, not thick at all. So it's not like your traditional pancake mix. Turn it off for me. All right, so my butter is ready, and I'm almost done mixing my batter. All right, we're going to go ahead and add in our sugar as well. 1 tablespoon. We're going to add in our vanilla, 2 teaspoons. And we're just going to whisk this together, make sure there's no lumps. Get as many out as you can. Like I said, you can do this in a blender. It works very well. Okay. So what I have now is my Dutch baby batter. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to set that to the side and bring over my pan. So in my pan, I have my hot butter. Okay, I'm going to add my Dutch baby right into that, and it's going directly into the oven, 400 degrees, for about 15 to 20 minutes. And what's going to happen to this is it's going to puff up, and when I take it out of the oven, it will eventually deflate into my Dutch baby. All right, so if you don't know what Dutch baby is, Google it. Look at some videos. I'll show you what it looks like when it comes out the oven, so you have an idea. Okay, we're going to a 400-degree oven. All right, guys. Dutch baby's in the oven. We're going to get cleaned up. And we're going to start on our potato dumplings, which is called Gnocchi. Yeah, we're starting our potato dumplings. These are gnocchi. So we have 2 potatoes in which have been boiled. Make sure they're boiled nice and soft, as if you were making mashed potatoes. So I have 2 potatoes, cut and boiled. You need 1 egg, and you're going to need 2 cups of, about 1.5 cups all-purpose flour. All right? So I'm going to do this the old-fashioned way. I'm going to use a fork to mash my potatoes. Make sure your potatoes are cooled as well. They're easier to handle. Josh. They're easier to handle when you let them cool off. Here you go. Let's mash our potatoes. Use your fork. It's on the other side of your bowl. It's a really big one. It's too big for the bowl. All right, so we're going to mash these potatoes. And you may hear me talking to other people. I'm talking to the students because they're making their own gnocchi right now. We're making it together. So if you hear extra talking, that's what it is. Because we're live. And when you go live, you get all the bloopers, right? When I upload videos, those are edited. So you don't see the bloopers and all the things that happen in between. All right, but we're live right now. All right, so I've mashed my potatoes. Make sure you get them all mashed. You can use a potato masher as well if you have one at home. But we're doing just so little, I thought a fork would do. This recipe will make enough for 4 people. Okay. This live may be a little long, but it's okay. We're making a lot of different things today. Make sure you share the video. Let them know what Chef G is doing in the kitchen. Not only is she teaching, she's also making good food. All right, so once your potatoes are nice and mashed, you're going to take your egg. You're going to crack it into your potatoes. Okay, I'm going to go wash my hands.
This is hard work, Chef. What do you think? Wow.
All right. So once our potatoes are mashed, we add our egg in, and we're going to get that incorporated. I don't know if you guys heard it, but the student said this is a lot of work. Sometimes making food from scratch is a lot of work. If you don't want to make it from scratch, you can also buy gnocchi in your grocery store. Usually found over near the deli area in the cold section. Okay, once that egg is nice and incorporated, we're going to add in our flour. And we're going to do a half a cup at a time until I get to the consistency that I'm looking for, which is going to be like a dough, as if you were making bread. Okay. So I've got a half a cup in so far. Like I said, if you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you get notifications for when Chef G uploads new videos or goes live. And make sure you share the video with all your friends. All right. I'm going to add another half a cup of all-purpose flour. Okay, if you wanted to make this a herb gnocchi, at this point, you can start adding in the herbs that you so desire. Okay, this is just going to be a plain one. We're going to boil it in salt water as you would for, your regular pasta. All right, so I think I'm getting to the point where I'm going to start mixing with my hand. So I'm going to pour a little bit of flour on my hand. All right, you guys can put 1 cup of flour into your potatoes. Yeah, 1 cup.
How's that?
Fill it all the way up.
Okay.
All right. So what I'm doing now is kind of bringing everything together, kneading my dough. Like I said, this is going to become something like a bread dough. Is the consistency that you're looking for. Okay, so far I only have 1 cup of flour in here. Okay, then you're going to add about another 1/4 cup to a 1/2 cup of flour. I'm about at my consistency, but it's still a little bit sticky, and we don't want it to be too sticky. Okay, so gnocchi, like I said, is just a potato dumpling. Also, if you've ever been to Olive Garden, they have a gnocchi soup, a chicken gnocchi soup, really good. But it just has potatoes in it, which is one of the main ingredients. And I've also made this with pumpkin. I've also made this with sweet potatoes. So Almost any starchy root vegetable you can use. Okay? So you want this to come together, like I said, almost like a bread dough. So you want to knead it until it comes together, nice and soft. All right. Knead that a little bit more, Josh. You're almost there. All right. So if you guys can see what my dough is looking like I said, it's like a dough that you would make for bread is what you're looking for. Okay. So I think my gnocchi dough is ready. So I'm going to set that to the side for a few minutes. I'm going to go get my hands washed and I'll be right back. And we're going to show you what else we're going to be putting into our gnocchi, our casserole.
Good job, Josh. Sure, you're really good at that. Just do that all day.
Thank you.
Why don't you add in the type of water? I'm just getting drops.
All right, so in addition to our gnocchi, we're going to add in some fresh spinach. So I have a little bag of fresh spinach I'm going to use. I have some shredded carrots. We've also made a beautiful cheese sauce that we're going to add in there. Can I get the bacon? We have some freshly chopped bacon. What do you think? Yeah. And last but not least, this is our ranch chicken pieces. So we chopped up chicken breast, seasoned it with a ranch dressing seasoning, cooked it in a little bit of butter and onion. So these are our components for our gnocchi, chicken bacon ranch gnocchi casserole. All right, so give me a moment. Let me check on my students, and I'll be right back with you.
Thank you.
Can you throw away your eggshell for me?
Sure. Don't want to do that?
No, just throw it away.
I get a ball of for everybody.
Okay.
All right, students are ready, and we're ready to form our gnocchi. So what we're going to do is going to take our gnocchi dough, we're going to lay it on our table. Okay. We're going to use a chef knife, and we're just going to cut this into 4 equal pieces. All right. So once we have our 4 equal pieces, we're going to set the other 3 to the side. And we're going to take this with a little bit of flour on our table. and we're gonna roll this into a log.
What do you think?
Yep. So you're gonna use your hands and roll it into a log. So after it's cut into 4 equal pieces, pass the knife to Nicholas. You're gonna dust your table with a little bit of flour. Take 1 piece and roll it into a log. And you want it to be about, I would say about a 1/2 inch to 1 inch thickness.
Oh no.
It's okay. Flour is okay. All right.
I said too much flour.
Yeah, we have a little too much. So move some of it out the way. There you go. Cut it in half first. There you go. There you go. 4 pieces. Good job. All right. So now that we have our log, we're going to take our knife and we're just going to cut little small pieces, just like that. Okay. Now you have your little gnocchis. Okay. Traditionally, there's a wooden board that you'll use and take your gnocchi and roll it on the wooden board. I'm going to show you a little trick. Because not everybody has that board. We're going to take a fork, take the dough in your hand and 2 fingers, take it, put it on the back of a fork, and roll it down. And all you're trying to do is just get those little ridges on it.
That's what it is?
But the gnocchi looks very fine if you just cut it into little pieces just like that and prepare it. Okay?
Right.
So we're not going to worry about the ridges, but traditionally, clean it off. But traditionally, like I said, it will have the ridges in it. But like I said, today we're just going to leave them as is, okay? Cut them into little pieces like this. All right. I'm going to continue doing these. And on my stove top, I have a pot of water, salted water. Salt it really good, as if you're cooking pasta the same way. And this also seasons your gnocchi.
I love doing this.
Wow.
Yes, I love it.
All right, so we're going to go with another piece. We'll add a little bit more flour to our table, not too much, just enough so our gnocchi does not stick. I'm going to roll it out, just like so. All right, once we cut our gnocchi, we put it in our bowl. So we have it ready for cooking. All right, I'm going to go in and cut our gnocchi. 3 ingredients and you have gnocchi dough. Very simple to make and very delicious, very versatile, just like pasta is. All right. 2 more pieces to do. As you have them sitting in your bowl, if you need to dust them with a little flour so they don't stick together, please do that. Just don't add too much flour. But you don't want them sticking together either. So I put a little flour in my bowl and just kind of shake them around just so that they'll stick together. All right, so if you guys can see that, what you're looking for. I'm going to continue rolling my gnocchi dough. I have 1 more piece after this, and then we'll be ready to boil it in the pot to make our casserole. Y'all check me out on Facebook. On Facebook, my name is Minter-Hargett. I'm also on Snapchat. I'm sorry, yeah, I got Snapchat. I don't remember my name on Snapchat. But don't worry about following me there. Go to my Instagram, Chef G14. And I'm also on TikTok at Regina Minter. So follow me on all those platforms to see lots more cooking videos, pictures of food that I've made, and a couple of, personal things about myself and my personal life, okay? Add a little bit more flour to my bowl so I can add into my gnocchi. And then I'm going to be ready for the pot to start boiling this gnocchi. And when you're cooking the gnocchi in the pot, you just want to make sure it comes up and floats. Once it starts to float, then you're good. You can take it out, remove it, so you can prepare it however you need to prepare it. All right. I'm on my last piece. Grab a little bit more flour for my table. Make sure your dough is nice and soft because you're adding extra flour as you're rolling it, so you don't want it to be too dry. All right. All right. So you guys, this is my gnocchi dough. They're going to swell up and become bigger once they cook. So we're going to get ready for our pot. Our water is nice and hot. And we're going to get to cooking our gnocchi. All right, I'm going to the pot to put my gnocchi on. I'll be right back. I'll let you guys look at my strawberries. They're getting nice, and I'm going to check on my Dutch baby. So what do you think, Chuck? All right, guys, I'm going to go to the oven and let you view this Dutch baby, what it looks like in the oven. You guys can see that. That is a perfect Dutch baby. So I'm going to take that out and get it ready. Let it cool a little bit. We're going to add our cream cheese. And beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, when we do things live, we get all the bloopers. That means me walking around as well. But this is our Dutch baby. We're going to allow that to cool until we're ready for it, okay? We're going to go back to our gnocchi. Let you guys see that in our pot. See how they're starting to float? They're almost ready. Okay, let's clean up our mess on our tables. We want to make sure we're keeping things nice and clean. All right, once your gnocchi pops up, give it about 2 more minutes, maybe 3, to make sure that dough is nice and cooked throughout. Okay? Clean off my computer. I got a little bit of flour on it as well. All right.
Sure.
All right, guys. So our gnocchi is out of our pot. See how they kind of swell up? They're nice and tender. Okay. We're going to get ready to build this casserole. Like I said, this casserole probably make enough for 4 people. Dinner portion, along with like maybe a salad, side salad or something. Or whatever vegetable you like to put in there. All right. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of my carrots. These are shredded.
It's melting.
It's okay. Shredded carrot. Sprinkle that in there. I'm going to take my fresh spinach. Put that in there. And just remember, this spinach is going to wilt down, so put as much in there as you like because it is going to be wilted once it cooks. I'll suggest for a family of 4 about 12 ounces of spinach. Okay, make sure you check for bad pieces. Sometimes there's 1 or 2 little bad pieces in there. All you do is just remove them. You can use frozen spinach as well if you like. It works also. Okay. So I have my spinach in there. We're going to add in our chicken next. And notice I didn't add a whole lot of seasoning to my casserole. One reason because my chicken is nice and seasoned, as well as the water that I cook my gnocchi in. So you don't want to add too much salt. But we have lots of herbs and spices on our chicken. With that ranch seasoning. There's also a little bit of onion cooked in there. And if you like me, old country girl, because I'm old country girl, got a couple more gnocchis I need to add in there. All right. You ready? I'm going to put some of this liquid that I cook that's in my chicken, this little broth, right in here. So that's flavor. So you don't want to leave out any flavor when you're cooking. I'm just going to add in that little juice right into the pan. And that's what us country folks do, because we like flavor. I know I do. And put a little bit more chicken in this, and then we'll be ready to add in our cheese sauce or our Alfredo sauce. You can buy Alfredo if you like, but it's best if you make it. I think I have a video up of me making Alfredo sauce. So look up that recipe and add it. All right, so our chicken looks good. If y'all was here, you smell this, you would be like, Chef, this is on point. Okay? Like I said, use those drippings and only add flavor to your dish. All right? Make sure I get all those onions in there. All right. So we've added our chicken layer. We're ready for our Alfredo sauce. I'm gonna drizzle that over the top. I hope you guys are loving this because I am. I am so ready to dig in to this delicious dish. All right. Don't be shy with that Alfredo sauce. If you're using pre-made Alfredo sauce, you're going to need about 2 of the 16-ounce containers. More if you like. So all I'm doing now is just kind of incorporating everything so my Alfredo gets nice and covered on all my food that's in my pan. Okay? We're going to put this in the oven, 400 degrees, for about 10, maybe 15 minutes. We're going to take it out, add a little bit of mozzarella to the top, put it in for an additional few minutes until it's nice and golden brown on the top and the cheese is nice and melted. Okay, guys? This already looks delicious. Okay?
I'm fine without mozzarella.
Okay, no mozzarella. If you don't want to put mozzarella on yours, then that is okay.
It'll taste the same.
It will still be good. I'm going to add a little bit more sauce on mine because I want to make sure it's nice and saucy. So don't be stingy on the sauce. So honey, it smells good in here. All right, I'm going to take this to the oven, 400 degrees, for about 15 minutes. Probably about 10 more likely. Okay? Give me a moment. I'll be right back.
What's next?
Let y'all look at that Dutch baby. It has cooked beautifully. So while our Dutch baby's still warm, we're going to add our cream cheese, icing, frosting right into the middle of it. Allow it to kind of melt down as It's in the middle of this Dutch baby. I'm gonna spread it out just a bit. And then when we cut it and plate it up, we'll top it with our macerated strawberries. You can top this with just powdered sugar and a blueberries or fresh berries of your choice. But we decided to use some cream cheese frosting because we had some that we needed to use. Okay? So we're just gonna spread that in there, let that kind of melt down throughout the Dutch baby. And we'll be back to show you our plated product.
Following.
You ready?
Right. Where's it gonna go when it's done? Oh.
All right. So we're allowing our cream cheese to soften right inside of our Dutch baby. Okay. This is not the traditional way to eat it, but like I said, we're experimenting in this culinary class today with this Dutch baby. Usually Dutch baby is just topped with some fresh berries and powdered sugar. And Dutch baby is a German pancake that is cooked in the oven. It's a very thin batter, not like your traditional pancake batter. You heat up your butter either on top of the stove or in the oven. Pour your batter in and put it directly back into the oven, 400 degrees for about 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, all depends on your oven of how long it's going to take. Okay. This looks so delicious, guys. I wish you guys were here to taste it with me. So we're going to go ahead and get right in it. Got me a plate here. I'm going to go ahead and cut this up. Okay. I'm going to cut it like a pizza. You can do 8 slices, but you can also get up to about 16. They'll just be a lot smaller. All right. So chef is going to take her little piece out here. All right, guys, you see how that looks? I'm going to lay that right here on my plate. I'm going to get a little bit more of that cream cheese up in here because I want cream cheese all over mine. A little bit more of that cream cheese right there. All right, I'm going to set this to the side so y'all can see this, honey. All right, next I'm going to add on my macerated strawberries. Beautiful, beautiful macerated strawberries. Right over the top. Get a little bit of that drizzle. You can throw some fresh mint on top of this. You can add additional powdered sugar if you like. The chef is just going to get right into it so I can taste it. I'm going to bring y'all up here where I am so you can see my reaction. Okay? I'm gonna get right into it. Let me send my grace. Thank you all for this food that I'm about to see. Baby, that's to our body. Amen. So here we go. We're gonna taste it, y'all. Well, let me get a little bit of strawberry on this piece. Okay, because I took the end of it. So you gotta get a little bit of everything. You guys can see all of that. Strawberry, cream cheese, and the Dutch baby on the bottom. Let y'all taste it, smell it. Smells delicious, sweet. Here we go. This is so good. Make sure y'all make this. I ain't lying to you. With that cream cheese, that Dutch baby on the bottom. You don't have to use strawberries if you don't like strawberries. If you like blueberries, use blueberries. If you like blackberries, use blackberries. Put some fresh berries on there. Macerate it with a little bit of sugar. You don't need much because it will make its own liquid. But yeah, make it. It's good. And again, y'all make sure y'all share this video. Let them know what Chef G is in the kitchen doing. Making food that's good for your soul. Cleaning up, as you can see. But also teaching students. Okay, if you're interested in taking culinary classes, go to Central Carolina Community College, cccc.edu. Look up the culinary department, and there are a lot of classes that you can take. Classes that are enrichment classes, which are classes that you take just for your enjoyment. And we also have a degree program, 2-year degree program here at Central Carolina Community College. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys a few more minutes. I'm gonna go check on my casserole because it should be it is not quite ready, but give or take, we're gonna look at 10 minutes. It may be a little bit less. Thank you, Anna. Yes. I was reading the comment, guys. Like I said, share this video with everybody you know. Okay, it's a little lengthy. Okay, that's because this is live and it's not edited. Videos that are very short usually are edited videos. Okay, so this video is a little bit longer because I'm taking you from start to finish. I'm giving you a little bit of conversation in between. We tasting the food, and yeah, why not? Okay, but go look at some of my other videos I have up. There are a lot of cooking videos. All of them are cooking videos. Some are mukbangs where I'm just eating food for enjoyment and your enjoyment as well. Okay, subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell. Tell your friends when they watch the video to subscribe as well. Okay, so we can get those subscribers up and get this YouTube channel off the ground, right? All right, let me go check on my casserole. I'll be right back. All right, that casserole has a few more minutes. I would say roughly about 5 more minutes. But I'm not going to keep y'all here too long. We've already been here for almost an hour. But we have made some delicious food. Okay? Make sure, like I said, share this video. I can't say it enough. It doesn't cost you any money to share anything. If you're interested in an apron, the Blessed Chef, leave me a comment in the video, and I'll see about getting you something made up. These are made by a young man who's wanted to start a little business doing tie-dye. So he tie-dye socks, t-shirts. He did this apron for me, custom made. You can let him know what colors you want. He'll hook you up. It's Z Credibles Designs. They're on Facebook, so if you want to look them up on Facebook. But also just leave a comment in the video, and I'll get that information to you as well. Okay? But until next time, guys, y'all be blessed. Stay safe, because I know here in North Carolina, we have some severe weather coming around. So be safe. Make this food that's in this video. Okay? I can't stress enough to share this video. Subscribe to the channel. Let them know what Chef G is doing in her kitchen. Cooking up food good for your soul. And until next time, Chef G is checking out. Peace.